Good morning and welcome to the Children's Gate Songtime. Today our theme is Minibeasts, so all those little wriggly worms and butterflies and flies, different songs with that sort of thing in. To join in, you might want to have a pair of claves, and if you don't have those, how about some spoons, because they make a great sound. You might also want some sort of blanket for the end, for hiding under. Before we start singing our songs, we need to check that we've brought our voices with us, don't we? Has Nemo brought his voice? He's very quiet today, isn't he? Come on, let's see if they've brought their voices. Nemo, have you brought your speaking voice? Yes, I've brought my speaking voice. Have you brought your whispering voice? Yes, I've brought my whispering voice. Have you brought your shouting voice? Yes, I've brought my shouting voice. Have you brought your squeaky voice? Yes, I've brought my squeaky voice. Have you brought your deep down voice? Yes, I've brought my deep down voice. Have you brought your slow voice? Yes, I've brought my slow voice. Are you ready? Have you brought your fast voice? Yes, I brought my fast voice. And now let's see if we've got our singing voices with us. Have you brought your singing voice? Yes, I brought my singing voice. Brilliant. Let's use those singing voices to sing Hey, Hey, Look at Me. Are you ready? Hey, hey, look at me. I am clapping, can you see? Again. Hey, hey, look at me. I am clapping, can you see? And now we're going to try patting our heads. Are we ready? Hey, hey, look at me. I am patting, can you see? Brilliant! And who can pat their knees? Are we ready? Hey, hey, look at me. I am patting, can you see? Fantastic! And now we're going to wave from side to side. Hey, hey, look at me. I am waving, can you see? Brilliant. Did you notice I started laughing then? It's because I've got a friend in the garden. Rosie Rabbit. Can you see her? She's behind Nemo at the moment. If you can see Rosie Rabbit, you can go, I see Rosie, because she's hopping around the vicarage garden while I'm trying to sing. And sometimes I think she wants to join in. Right. We don't seem to have so many toys with us today. And this is a bit odd, isn't it? A lettuce. We're going to sing a song with this one. Are you ready? Ooh. We're going to sing Can You Play at Peekaboo? Are you ready? Can you play at Peekaboo? Look at that. Hello. Rosie's not the only rabbit in the garden, is she? Who are you? This is Peter. Are we ready? You're going to hide again. There we go. Can you play at Peekaboo? Woo! Yes, I play at Peekaboo. Yes, I play at Peekaboo. Can you play peekaboo? Just like Rita Rabbit. Are you going to try again? Yep. Can you play at peekaboo? Can you play at peekaboo? Hey, well done. Yes, I play at peekaboo. Yes, I play at peekaboo. Hey! What's that? That's not the only thing hiding in this lettuce. What else is hiding in the lettuce? Oh, you're trying to show me. Should we roll down some leaves? We have a bee. Oh, and we have a snail. Goodness me. Oh, and we have Incy Wincy Spider as well. What else? A caterpillar, tiny caterpillar. And, oh, what's this one? A ladybird. Have you seen any of those in your garden yet? What else do we have? Oh, there's a little ant. Are there more? There are. Oh, another caterpillar. You've got lots in here, haven't you, Peter? Hey, there's another snail. All our Minibeast friends are coming out. And a bee. Oh, and look at that one. A beautiful butterfly as well. Right. There we go. Have we emptied that? Yes. You're going to hide away again? Oh, all right then. Peter's saying it's time for the story. The story today is about 3 frogs. 1, 2, 3. Who like catching flies because they eat them. And it's a story by somebody called Leo Leone. And it's called It's Mine. I'll come a bit closer so you can see the pictures. On an island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs called Milton, Rupert and Lydia. They quarrelled and quibbled from dawn to dusk. Oh dear. Stay out of the pond, yelled Milton. The water is mine. Get off the island, shouted Rupert. The earth is mine. The air is mine, screamed Lydia as she leapt to catch a butterfly. And so it went on. Oops, I think I missed a page. So it went on and on. One day a large toad appeared before them. I live on the other side of the island, he said, but I hear you shouting, it's mine, it's mine. It's mine all day long. There is no peace because of your endless bickering. You can't go on like that. With that, the toad slowly turned and hopped away into the weeds. Did they listen to him? No, they didn't. No sooner had he left than Milton ran off with a large worm. The others hopped after him, saying, worms are for everyone. But Milton croaked defiantly, not this one, ha, it's mine. Suddenly the sky darkened and a rumble of distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air and the water turned to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as it was swallowed up by the rising flood. The frogs were scared. Desperately they clung to the few slippery stones that were left, but soon these began to disappear. There was only one rock left there, and the frogs huddled, trembling from cold and fright. But they felt better now because they were together, sharing the same fears and hopes. Little by little the flood subsided. The rain fell gently, and then it stopped altogether. And look! The large rock that had saved them was no rock at all. It was the old toad. You saved us, shouted the frogs when they recognised him. The next morning the water had cleared, sun rays chased silver minnows on the sandy bottom of the pond, and joyfully the frogs jumped in, and side by side they swam around the island. Together they leaped after swarms of butterflies that filled the air. And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way they had never seen before. Isn't it peaceful? Said Milton. And isn't it beautiful? Said Rupert. And do you know what else? Said Lydia. Know what? The others asked. It's ours, she said. Sometimes sharing can be quite difficult, but when we share, we actually discover that being together and sharing good things and difficult things is really, really important. Now that was a story about 3 frogs, and I've got 3 frogs singing here, so it's time to do our next song. Let's put some bugs out, and we're going to get a nice pool ready here to do 3 speckled frogs. Are you ready? There we go. Nemo, could we have you as a log? Is that all right? Thank you. That would be good. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool, and there were 2 green speckled frogs. 1, 2. 2 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool, and there was 1 green speckled frog. Glub, glub. We ready? 1 little speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool, and there were no green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. Brilliant. Our next song is another counting song. I'm going to move this forward. You might not know this one, but it's good fun. It's 5 wriggly worms on a garden lawn. Here we go. And here's my blackbird. Are you going to come and eat your breakfast? Do you like worms? Goodness me, that's a good noise. Are we ready? It goes like this. 5 wriggly worms on a garden lawn, wriggling around at the crack of dawn. Along came a blackbird, yum, yum, yum. 1 little worm in his tum, tum, tum. 4 little wriggly worms on the garden lawn, wriggling around on the crack of dawn. Along came a blackbird, yum, yum, yum. 1 little worm in his tum, tum, tum. Ooh. 3 little worms on the garden lawn, wriggling around at the crack of dawn. Along came a blackbird, yum, yum, yum. 1 little worm in his tum, tum, tum. Just 2 left. They don't look very happy. 2 little worms on the garden lawn, wriggling around at the crack of dawn. Along came a blackbird, yum, yum, yum. 1 little worm in his tum, tum, tum. 1 little worm in the garden lawn, wriggling around at the crack of dawn. Along came a blackbird, yum, yum, yum. That little worm in his tum, tum, tum. Well, there's none left, but you must be very full. Yes, you are. Are you going to go now that you've had your breakfast? Okay, bye. It's going to fly away. Bye. Thank you, Mr. Blackbird. Well, there we go. I'm going to put this back here. What should we sing next? I think we should have another worm song. Do you remember Wiggly Woo, the worm at the bottom of the garden? Why don't you pick up some cloves or spoons and we'll do Wiggly Woo together. There's a worm at the bottom of the garden, and his name is Wiggly Woo. There's a worm at the bottom of the garden, and all that he can do is wiggle all night and wiggle all day, whatever else the people do say. There's a worm at the bottom of the garden, and his name is Wiggly Woo. Brilliant.